Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is balancing too much. We've got someone who doesn't seem to want to make a decision between two people or two beliefs, whatever it is. It ends up rendering them completely ineffective or angering everyone that they're trying to please. So with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, they end up with nothing. So I could have made one person happy and maybe one person upset, but we can take turns, right? But instead, it's everyone that's upset with this Emperor in the reverse. You didn't do right by anyone. So a little bit of disappointment, right? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime chime. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy Valentine's Day if you watch this the day that I am posting it. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. And we're going to start off with, we're going to go with the Pause Tarot. What else do we have? The Hierophant, Five of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse. King of Wands in the reverse is our Emperor in the reverse. Someone who is trying to avoid there being maybe an argument, avoid there being, a breakup or an end of a friendship. It's like, I'm trying to keep the peace, or I'm trying to make everybody happy. I'm trying to make sure we all get something, but nobody ends up being happy with that. What else? Page of Wands in the reverse, Three of Wands in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords. Because the thing is, you can't really please or do right by both parties or all parties. You do have to choose. And because the Emperor in the reverse doesn't want to actually choose, they're trying to make it seem like it's okay to not, right? Page of Wands in the reverse is like failed messaging. I'm going to make it seem like everybody wins, but the people that I'm talking to, the people who feel like I have taken no action or I haven't done anything to make the situation better, they're going to view me as a liar. You claim that everything's fine. It's not fine. You claim that, they got what they wanted and I got what, no, neither of us did. So there's discontent. Knight of Cups. Page of Cups in the reverse. And the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is an offer that the Emperor in the reverse wants everyone to feel is a great offer. And the people offered this are like, ew, no. I told you I wanted ice cream and you brought me broccoli. Broccoli's great and all, but when I'm thinking about ice cream, no, don't bring me broccoli. This person's not doing, right by the situation, or they're ignoring what has actually been communicated. And they're saying, can we just call it good? Yeah, does that work? Yeah, broccoli? Yeah. Hello, Ruben. How's it going? Hello, Pharaoh. Thank you. Hello, Sunstar. How are you doing? Yes, that does happen. And why does it happen? Because somebody has an ego. This Nine of Cups, it's a lot of pride coming through. It's, if I tell you that's what it is, then that's what it is. You don't have to ask anybody else. You don't have to question it. That's just how it is. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Justice. But everybody seems to know, we really don't think that you're being honest. We think you're lying. So their pride or their assumption that everyone's going to believe what they say, it's blinding them to the realization that their messaging is failing. Sorry, you may think that you're doing a great job, but you really aren't. So it makes me feel like I should choose the Edgar Allan Poe tarot next because Edgar Allan Poe is quite versed at narratives from individuals that may be a little bit unreliable, right? This person, they feel like people are eating up whatever they're saying, or they feel like this offer is going to be readily accepted, but they don't have a good pulse on what people are actually feeling or what those two individuals feel. Emperor in the upright, Hermit, and the Sun. Wow. Because there's someone else here who says, I won't make you choose. You deserve to get what you asked for. There's someone who calls this person out. And it's interesting that it's Emperor in the reverse and Emperor in the upright. But it makes a lot of sense when you want people to believe that you have this great idea and it's awesome, or you want people to believe that you've solved some problem because you think you're really great and everyone should listen to your advice. It would make sense that an actual emperor would stand up to somebody like that and say, it doesn't really seem that great. See, when I really think about your idea, it seems to have like zero benefit. So there's someone who calls out this emperor in the reverse, and with the Sun, they bring attention to facts or details, or they advocate for perhaps both of these people or whoever these individuals are, right? It could be like two companies. It could be a love situation where someone's like, oh, well, I just need like 6 months to date both of you and it'll be great. And then I'll make my decision. And the two people are like, how about no? You can choose now. Hello, how's it going, Jason? 10 of Cups, Death in the reverse, and the Magician. So it's trying to convince these two individuals who've been made an offer that this is great. You'll love this. I'm sure it's better than what you were originally asking for. Kind of reminiscent of what I was describing yesterday when I use the analogy, if you go up to a vending machine, you really want a Dr. Pepper and all they have is Mr. Pibb, right? Isn't it good? Wasn't that the same thing? This is somebody who is then trying to tell you, no. Mr. Pibb is literally the same thing as Dr. Pepper. Really? Let's do a taste test. I bet I can pick out which one is Dr. Pepper. This is a magician, somebody who feels like they can create an illusion. They can convince everybody it's like this, or they can convince you it's like that. But they are underwhelming. Their offer doesn't really do what they thought it would. They end up upsetting both people or everyone instead of making everyone happy. See, they're the upset people. And this emperor it's like they're represented by this emperor. Yeah. What you're really doing is not great for either person. So we're going to need you to come forward with a different offer because that sucks. This emperor is like, nope. And it makes the emperor in the reverse feel like they've lost control. So now I don't have the power of messaging. Now I can't tell people, oh, sure, it's cold medicine, but doesn't it taste like Dr. Pepper? Mm-hmm. They've been trying to get someone or some people to accept this as good when it is clearly not. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. It's a step backward. It could be a concern in terms of security, finances, because it's clarifying the 10 of Cups, which could be somebody's home. Right now, this makes it more difficult for me. I don't like it. Mm-mm. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's because there's a third party here that this Emperor in the reverse is actually trying to appease or do right by. They just don't want anyone to know. So if I'm just like kind of inactive or ineffective and neither of you get what you want, then this third party over here that you don't know about is actually quite pleased because neither of you got what you wanted. That kind of thing. This is what's the news. Hello, Sam. What's going on? That's fair. What else? Squad, reconciliation, soul tribe, close friends, and lift off, fast action, progression forward, the wait is over, and numbing, self-medication, addictions, and irrational behavior. So it does feel to me like this Emperor in the reverse, and part could be kind of losing their touch or losing their ability to, get messaging right because they are going through some stress or anxiety that might be pushing them into an addiction or some irrational behavior. And as a result, it's like the other people involved here are like, okay, but we'll just be friends without you. We don't need you. Memories, missing someone, regression, and revisiting the past. Yeah. See, maybe we've already gotten a deal from you, Hierophant, Emperor in the reverse, and you thought that was a great deal, and we didn't really like that deal either, so we're going to just leave. This Bye Felicia card is clarifying the liftoff, so it's like somebody just does not have time for this Emperor in the reverse. It's like, you don't take me seriously, then I'm not going to take you seriously. And I feel like it's because this Emperor who is advocating for this person or these groups or these people, they feel like they're understood by this Emperor. You don't know what's going on. Maybe this Emperor will be able to fix what you can't fix. This is the Noisy Tarot. What else do we have? Queen of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords in the reverse, and the Hanged Man. So when the Emperor speaks truth to the Emperor in the reverse about how they're actually, remember that Two of Pentacles at the very beginning? How they're actually trying to appease everyone and therefore they're not pleasing or doing right by anyone. The Emperor in the reverse kind of loses their mind. They may kind of glitch out for a second. They don't have that messaging prepared. And it's like if you're giving an interview on TV and someone asks you an embarrassing question or a question that exposes a lie, and you just sit there and you're like, well, I got nothing. This person exposes the Emperor in the reverse by asking a question, very astute a question, about this Two of Pentacles. Why are you trying to do effectively nothing because you're trying to make both people happy? It's not like logical. And the Emperor in the reverse has nothing to say. Their messaging is flawed and therefore they can't really justify why they're doing what they're doing because they can't admit there's someone else that they're listening to or someone else who wanted them to just kind of leave it in shambles, right? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So I can't tell you why I don't want anyone to get what they've worked for or anyone to feel like there's a resolution, because then I have to be honest about this third party. So things get kind of awkward, all because this Queen of Swords Emperor was willing to ask a question on behalf of people who are upset. Because it feels like what was promised as a win or a good situation is actually just causing issues. With the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse again, we have concerns regarding security or finances, safety, somebody's property. This is like you're not doing right by anyone. So we've got the Sun, clarifying the Six of Swords in the reverse. It's making it clear that the Emperor in the reverse didn't really anticipate this line of questioning or didn't really want to have to go down that line of questioning, and that they don't have the polish to pull off those questions or those answers. So with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, it looks like they start stumbling or they lose that like ability to just kind of roll with the punches. And it's clarifying that the Hanged Man, right? People start to see this person differently. You always wanted us to think that you could fix things. You always wanted us to feel like you were fair. You didn't have any favorites or whatever else. But now we see decisively that you don't really have a good idea. You don't really have what it takes. So Three of Swords in the reverse. We're not going to wait around and see whether or not this offer is going to be a good one. We can already tell that it's not. So it's like they don't want to deal with the Emperor in the reverse at all because they don't seem to get the importance of figuring out an actual decision. You can't just be like, maybe. So we have number 14, the Fox. And number 30, the Lily. So the Hierophant, who has the ego problem, the Emperor in the reverse, they wanted everyone to feel like this is fine, no big deal, or we'll get you what you need. But really, we have this Fox waiting to get what they want. This is the third party. Like if we all think that everything's fine, if you buy into this messaging from the Emperor in the reverse, then I can go get what I want. So we have the Woman and the Owl. Well, owls. But this feels to me like, I don't know, someone, well, it's the Queen of Swords, someone who's willing to speak up and say, hey, based on what I see, and my head spins all the way around, so I see everything, right? You're lying. The Queen of Swords calls them out, right? The Woman card is clarifying the Fox. So that's, again, nothing gets by this Queen of Swords. They're like, I see what you're doing. I feel like your offers are awful for a reason. And here's why, in my opinion. So they really do get called out. They get asked a lot of difficult questions, and the Emperor in the reverse is getting angry or nervous with the Nine of Swords, Six of Swords in the reverse. People are going to figure out what's going on, or I can't really talk my way out of this. They may have concerns in terms of legal consequences. Obviously, depends on the situation at hand, but there could have been some laws that were broken. So we have Gift in the reverse. I feel somebody has taken something that was not theirs. Poverty in the reverse and Coffin in the reverse. So we have perhaps had some sort of exchange of money, especially with that Two of Pentacles being kind of prevalent in this reading, that shifted how this Emperor in the reverse wanted to handle the Two of Pentacles situation. How do I get this back to where it needs to be? The Courtship card can talk about a contract or an agreement. Child in the reverse, Thief in the reverse. Yeah, this feels to me like we've got somebody who feels, if I agree to whatever you have offered, or if I take this offer, I feel like it's only a matter of time before I discover whatever this loophole is or whatever like trick you have embedded in this offer, and I don't trust you. So because there's no trust with this Emperor in the reverse, it feels like they kind of like lost their power to do anything at all over the situation. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. What else? (41) Charity, generosity, sharing, and support. And Enchanter, number 22, self-evaluation, awakening, purpose, independence, and confidence. This Queen of Swords, Emperor, this is why we don't focus on gender, right? Because this is the same person, but represented by a man and a woman in the cards. We've got somebody that is able to see through the illusions, in part because they are quite familiar, I think, with illusions. And they see that what the Emperor in the reverse is trying to mask or like dress up as charity or doing the right thing is actually not. And they're not afraid to stand on their own. This Queen of Swords is quite comfortable standing up and saying in front of a crowd, hey, I got something to say. Everybody listen to me. So they call out the Emperor. And we've got number 12, the Rider, movement, quick decisions, progress, and excitement. So the Queen of Swords, Emperor, realizes there's something that they can do that actually addresses a situation where the Emperor in the reverse was trying to just kind of like half-ass it, right? And I feel like they make a very quick decision and they deal with it probably in a better way than the Emperor in the reverse had even ever thought of. Hello, is it Kunawit? Hold on. I think that's what it is. Let me know if I said it wrong. I hope you're having a good day. Happy Valentine's Day. This is the situations deck. What else do we have? Realization and ascension. So this is great. This means, again, the messaging here is failing, right? Whatever the Emperor in the reverse is trying to convince, you know, their kids or their friends or their employees, whatever it is, it's like, no, it's not working anymore because we see things clearly, and whatever you're saying we're supposed to believe, it's not supported by like reality. So have fun over there in La La Land. But we want to talk about reality. So this Emperor in the reverse no longer has control over the narrative or doesn't have the ability to create this illusion because that Queen of Swords Emperor energy comes riding through and says, hey, I've got this fun little PowerPoint. It shows exactly what's going on. What do you guys think? The messaging is destroyed because the Queen of Swords asks some pretty heavy-hitting questions and exposes the toxic intentions or the third party behind this offer. So we have denial, legal in the reverse, and receipts in the reverse. So we do have somebody, I feel this is the Emperor in the reverse, who is threatened, right? We had imprisonment come out by some sort of legal consequence. And so their approach is to pretend they didn't know what was going on, or maybe even say that they were a little delusional. They don't want to be held responsible for this offer that they were trying to make. And so they're destroying anything that makes it seem like it was really their idea. They just want to find a way to regain control. But I feel like they're underestimating just how much trust they've lost with this last little thing that they've done. So we've got twin flames. We've got the one, mirrored souls, and pledged. And some of you already know this card's been following me around, or like the other decks that I have that have the same card. There's a lot of energy going on in the twin flame collective, but this doesn't have to necessarily be about love. This card also does say pledged. So this could be someone who feels like they have to do what they're doing. If this is a love situation, there's someone here who is trying to give to two people instead of choosing one relationship, and it's not working for, you know, whoever else they're dealing with. This is the Love Oracle. What else do we have? Divine masculine, yang masculine energy. stress, turbulence, tension, and arguments. So it feels like the Emperor in the reverse was trying to like mediate or help these arguments get resolved. We've got only you, devoted, attached, and crave. And healing. So there's a sense that if this is romantic, we have somebody realizing if you only want to be there for me part of the time, then I'm not going to wait for you to figure out that I deserve better than that. This could be somebody letting go of the twin flame dynamic or letting go of a past soulmate and choosing their twin flame because they're ready to let go of something from the past, right? But I also feel like if this is a non-romantic situation, we have people that have a sense of responsibility or like they want to do right by this Emperor in the reverse, but they see that there is a problem in terms of the Emperor in the reverse and that third party perhaps. We've got intimacy and chemistry. Bonding, sensual, confiding, and attraction, spark, and passion. So, I mean, for some of you, this could be a person who is negotiating a like relationship therapy session who themselves wants to be with one of the people. There is an issue here in terms of I'm going to control how things look because I want it to look better for me or I want to not make myself look bad. There is definitely something that is causing some issues in terms of being fair or equitable. And this Queen of Swords is the one that calls it out. This is the Tarot of the Nile. Hello, Christy. How are you doing? Hello, Peggy. Ooh, I don't think I did drop one. How we doing? So we've got the Eight of Cups and the reverse. Somebody who is coming back around or somebody who walked away and now they realize that things are worse where they went. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. There was a major loss here. Five of Pentacles. This is, I feel, the Emperor in the reverse. I did something that kind of like lost my standing or people don't take me as seriously anymore. So now I don't know if I'll be able to do what I wanted to do. Maybe my career's changing. Maybe my relationship is ending. But we have somebody that was not being honest about their approach. And as a result, they have less support, fewer friends, or a relationship that has ended. What they thought was, bump in the road or an obstacle was actually quite detrimental to them because they refused to see the seriousness of the situation when they were in it. They didn't want to believe that they were losing favor. They still see themselves as the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant can have, religious undertones. It can talk about a relationship, right? But it can also talk about people that you view as followers, right? He's got his paw raised and we got some, I don't know if that's a bunny or a dog, but these are the followers down here. So this person was pretty confident that, if I framed things up in a certain way, you would agree that this was a great deal. I told you it was, blah, blah, blah. No, there are people that are starting to realize that whatever this offer was that you wanted us to think was so great, it's really not that great. So they're losing support. Nine of Pentacles and Ten of Wands in the reverse. There's a resurgence of being more independent. Maybe I don't want you to make a decision. Maybe I'll just figure it out on my own. Maybe I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I'll just be single. So we have the Four of Swords in the reverse, the Three of Wands, and the Empress in the reverse. Yeah, because we have someone who's willing to actually ask the tough questions and work on a legitimate, solve for this problem, the lack of action or the ineffectiveness of the Emperor in the reverse is exposed as not just you kind of fumbled that, but you purposefully didn't want that to go well. Empress in the reverse is more like a lack of empathy, a lack of compassion. You didn't care if it got resolved. It's worse than, just trying to be a people pleaser. So we have the Five of Wands and the Six of Wands. There's a loss of favor for this Emperor in the reverse because people realize that what they were really fighting for was their own success. They didn't really care about whatever they were trying to pretend they were, this offer that they made. They knew it was bad. They didn't care. So intentions are exposed. This Emperor in the reverse has fewer friends, or the relationship has ended because it was clear they were just thinking about themselves. And with this Two of Pentacles coming back, it feels to me like we have another attempt at making things right that is excluding this Emperor in the reverse. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Three of Cups in the reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so it looks like we've got somebody that says, I see what's going on here. We had a third party, interfering, or this Emperor in the reverse wasn't really approaching this problem with a genuine intention to resolve it. So once we are honest with ourselves about what's going on and the fact that we cannot trust this person, or that they were not trying to get a reconciliation or things to get better, then we can see what work actually lies ahead of us. For some reason, I'm really focused on the white space in this card, or like the air, right? We've got the ability to deal with this now because we know what we're working with, or because this Emperor in the reverse isn't blocking it. This is the Wild Unknown. Hello, random user. How's it going? Did I say hello to Voyager? I hope I did. What's going on? We've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Emperor in the reverse is feeling some issues of their own, instability of their own, and the Two of Swords because of the decision they made. They realize now maybe they didn't have as much control over messaging or how people would see them as they thought, or they realized that their reputation was not permanent. It's a living, growing thing. And if you destroy it, then you don't have those friends anymore. So they realize they're not as awesome as they thought they were. A little bit of an ego death, right? Hello, Danielle. Hello. Is it Janie or Jamie? Jamie? No, Janie? I think that's an N. Happy Valentine's Day. What else do we have? We've got the Emperor in the reverse again, and the Daughter of Swords in the reverse. So acknowledgement, it seems at this point, finally, by the Emperor in the reverse, that they really read the situation wrong. I thought I could handle this. I thought I could control things. I thought people would listen to me, or I thought people would believe that that was a really great deal on a used car, but it turns out they found out it wasn't. Whatever I was trying to lie about, whatever I was trying to present as something that was a good deal or a gain, now it seems pretty obvious that I had my own motivations, or that I was trying to, Six of Pentacles normally has two people you're giving to, right? That I was trying to appease everyone. So now we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. This person is losing their standing within their community, or they're losing this relationship. There is somebody else here. I feel like this Chariot is the Queen of Swords. Somebody else who seems more equipped to take action. Three of Wands. I'm not just going to sit here and talk about things that could happen, or wonder about what it would be like if things were equitable. I don't want to deal with any more of this like outsider issue, or like feeling like I don't have what I need, or other people feeling like they don't have what. I'm going to take action. This is somebody who doesn't want to sit around and talk about it. They're just going to do something. Magician. Because they know what resources they have available to them, and they're going to like do whatever they can. They're not going to try to like milk it for all it's worth and get like some good press from it. So we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. It feels to me like this is a rejection of who had previously been holding that space, or somebody that you had known for a long time. It looks like you weren't willing to change, so we'll change to somebody else, whether it's love or, you know, a family situation. This Emperor in the reverse has been proven to be ineffective, and the Queen of Swords that was questioning them seems to have a much better approach. So it looks like the change is going to go with that Queen of Swords. So good luck to that Queen of Swords. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or a lovely weekend. And I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.